Rio Hondo Prep football is one of the best kept secrets in all of Southern California. As one of the smallest enrollments year in and year out, the Cares have won 15 CIF championships and have been one of the most successful programs throughout their history. Welcome to A Charge to Keep, the official podcast of Rio Hondo Prep football. And now, bringing you the latest news and content from his alma mater, a CIF champion in 2001 from the class of 2003. Here's your host, Matt Hersema.
What is up, Rio Hondo Prep football fans? It is Selection Sunday. I hope you are enjoying your weekend. We had a nice Friday off there with the Week 10, the last game of the season. We are live on YouTube right now, and we've had some technical issues, of course, this morning, so we started a few minutes late. But I hope you guys are here joining me on the podcast, waking up early, breakfast with the Cares, if you will. We have a fun show set aside for you today. We are going to react to the playoff brackets that should be announced here in the next few minutes on CIF Southern Section, their YouTube channel. So we're going to do our best to keep an eye on that, as well as, keep the show going here. We have a conversation I recorded yesterday with senior captain Ivan Tkach that will be a part of the show today. And in a matter of minutes here, we're supposed to be joined by head coach Mark Carson, who is joining us live right before church. So there's a lot going on this morning. As I mentioned, I'm trying to piece all this together and make sure I can get this out to everyone here on Facebook, on Twitter and everything. I wanted to be able to post this live to everyone. So let me see. I'm going to go in here right now and I'll see if this works. Let me copy and paste. And I'm going to send an invite out to everyone on Facebook there and then on Twitter. So bear with me, guys. This is a live show. So it's, some fun here. You're able, if you're watching live, again, you should be able to comment on the chat here. But let me post this. Come join us. Join us live right now for playoff selection special. How's that sound, guys? Let's see. Getting some messages here from people, just trying to piece it all together. But selection show. Let me see. Our selection show. All right. We should have some interaction here soon. Let me see. Let's post. And hopefully fans are coming out now. Did it paste? Of course it didn't paste. Oh, well. We should be live, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I don't know. The CF thing will begin. Oh, let me see. Sorry, I'm answering messages from people trying to. When we're live, these things happen here. So let me see. I'm watching myself on the YouTube channel. I got it on my phone as well, just trying to keep track of everything. Haven't seen anybody in the chat. Let me throw this out there to double check. Hey guys. What are your thoughts on the place or your, let me see here. The playoffs. All right. We're having some fun here, guys. So just, I know everyone's probably headed to church soon, or, again, this will air afterwards. So if you're not able to watch it live, then we should be good to go. Again, as far as, did I not copy that? Let me see. Copy. There we go. I think I got it, guys. So all projections have said that the Cares likely will be in Division 7, which is just crazy to think about. Let's just delete this. Oh, no, sorry, guys. I'm all over the place. This is what goes on behind the scenes that you guys don't see necessarily as we are live on the YouTube show here. Come join us live. All right. That's hopefully good enough. Anyway, I am here by myself trying to sort this all out. But as I was saying, the projections for Division 7, likely with Rio Hondo, probably I saw as high as a 12 seed, which is unfortunate because that definitely means an away game. And it means definitely that We'll be playing a pretty high seed in Division 7. Again, these are projections, as of a week or so ago. Hello, the Har family. We're ready. Okay, good to see you guys. Cool. This is working out. I love when things work out a little bit here on the podcast. I'm going to be pulling up I hope we can do this. I'm going to try to pull up the CIF Southern section, their YouTube live that is going here about 9:30. But while I'm talking to you guys, let me see if I can send out an invite to Coach Carson to get him on. He's graciously joining us for the podcast here. So again, I wasn't able to connect to all this beforehand. I'm trying to answer messages here, but it does look like Division 7 from everything that I've heard, everything that I've seen reported. Charge Q on YouTube on the TV. I don't know how to see everything will begin. Okay. Are you watching? Okay. Sorry if there are pauses here. This is just part of going live when you're trying to connect everything. I should have a link. Let's see. Mr. Har, sitting in the car, tuning in before heading to church at 9:45. Hey, I love it. I love it. That's again, I appreciate you guys spending your Sunday morning with us here. Usually the brackets are released at 10 a.m. on the website. And a year ago, or maybe before that, they started doing this YouTube live show with the CIF Southern section where they did a 30-minute show kind of releasing all the brackets. So that's kind of why we decided to go on live, and we've tried Facebook Live before. This is our first official YouTube Live, as we want to react immediately to the brackets. Is there anyone else watching out there? Be sure to say hello in the YouTube chat here. Let's send Coach Carson the Zoom invite right now, and then he should be joining us rather shortly. Password. Uh-oh, the phone's not sending messages. Well, of course it's not sending messages because we are live and it is a timely manner right now, meaning going to have to restart the phone and play that game. So, hey, it's playoff time. You have game plans in football. And, unfortunately, things don't always work out. So let's see. We're going to have to reset the phone. Likely, in all likeliness here. It's weird kind of seeing. I have my Zoom like normal, and I could see in real time. And then I also have the YouTube live set aside that I have on another screen where I can see that there is somewhat of a delay there. So it's kind of weird. Again, putting this all together. But those of you who are subscribers to the YouTube channel, Julie Tafflinger tuning in. Tafflingers are listening. Hello, guys. Glad to see you guys are up and joining us. And on top of everything else with that we've had going on, we had the time change last night. Right, I woke up rather refreshed. It was kind of like, man, it feels later, and then I forgot, or I remembered in that moment, I guess, that hey, it's time to change the clocks back. So let me see here. I want to try to pull up another YouTube. We're doing a YouTube live within a YouTube live within a. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but these are the things that are going on in my head today. So this fine morning. Okay, 15 people are watching on the YouTube live. That is awesome. Let's see if I can pull up. It's not 9:30 yet, so we are gonna type in CIF Southern section, and what we'll do is we'll have them on when they do go live to round Division 6 or Division 7. We'll try to go there and listen to what they have to say. Track prelims. We don't care about track. We care about football. CIF. What is going on here? Okay. Tafflingers are listening. Good to hear from you guys. Let's see. Anyone else out there? We got the Hars. It says there's 15 people listening. Just wanted to say hello to everyone out there who's got up early this morning. And I told Coach Carson we're going to try to do this real quick so he can run into church. It's probably going to go right up until the Apostles' Creed for those Care Youth Church people out there. But let's see. I got battery packs. We're losing juice here on one of our battery packs, so we may have to switch over. It's okay. We compensate and adjust, guys. So we did this a few years ago, I think, on Facebook Live, and thought, well, let's do another one here. But all projections are saying the Cares will be in Division 7. The last, the most recent projection I saw, there was no real, we'll say, local teams, San Gabriel Valley teams, which is unfortunate. But you never know. You never know where in fact, the Cares will end up, whether it's again, home, away game. It doesn't look. I mean, you go 8-1, and unfortunately, you don't get an away game, don't get a home game. That doesn't seem right to me. But hey, I don't make these decisions. That's just the way the world works, I guess. So, CAF Southern section, they are not on yet. I am going to send a message now that my phone has restarted. I'm going to send this out to Coach Carson, and hopefully he can join us live here. He'll probably be in a suit and tie, looking sharp. Well, I don't know how they dress at Care Church anymore, but he should be ready to go for the church service. And of course, on the Selection Sunday special here we have on the podcast. I swear, when you have these like pauses where you look down or type or whatever, it feels like an eternity when you have these breaks. And I've still, if you haven't heard, I'm a little under the weather still. Just fighting through it, right? Fighting through, working through the pain, working through the okay, that went through, working through the hardships. It's no big deal. It's not like playing injured or anything like the boys have to do on Friday nights and going forward. So I'm trying to, let me see. I don't know how the CIF thing will begin. Well, I'm not sure either. I am looking at their website right now, or their YouTube live, and you'd think there would be a direct link to them going live, but as of now, still nothing. CIF meeting. We'll just keep refreshing it. That's all we can do. Let's see. Julie Tafflinger. Yes, on our way to church. Care Church starts at 10. This I am aware of. We are going to try to get all of this done in a very timely manner. As soon as that CIF selection show comes on, we will again go there as quickly as possible. I'm doing stuff on my phone here. I got messages to Coach Carson. And again, as a reminder, later on, we will be hearing from Ivan Tkach, who I recorded with yesterday. That was a lot of fun. Senior captain, Mr. Water Polo, Mr. Aquaman. He is just a class act and a guy that he's a first out of the locker room kind of guy, and he's big. He's so nice and kind and everything, but he puts that football uniform on, and he's a monster. Like so many of these guys here on the football team that is Rio Hondo Prep. It was fun talking with him. I mentioned a lot of his water polo stuff, like that he plays club team and all this and that. One thing I forgot to mention in the interview, something that he and I talked about beforehand, was that Ivan is going to be continuing his college or water polo career into college. He does have some offers already. As of now, it's looking like possibly Biola. Cal Baptist is still in the mix. Let me see. Sorry, Coach. Password is not working. Well, then I must have typed it wrong. But yeah, I wanted to definitely give Ivan his props there, because it was just something we didn't get a chance to discuss there at the end. Okay, 818-4000. 508. It is correct. Unless I'm losing my mind. Maybe I can't invite people? Should be able to. 508. Wait. Oh, I added a number. Guys, you see what I do? You make one mistake. 508-444. Only 3 4s. Sorry, Coach. That's on me. See, I thought I was correct, and I'm just like, no. Why would you do that? All right. Well, this is life in the big city, guys. Life in the world of live podcasting, I guess. I don't know how these other people do it, but all right, let's try one more time to go to the CIF Southern section and see if, in fact, they are live. As I know you guys are probably looking forward to their show. I appreciate you tuning in to ours, as hopefully we're doing some overlap here. I don't know the legalities or any of that going on, but let's see. Southern section. Champions of Character. How about your live stream? I guess they're not going to do that. Live? Driving me crazy. Let me think. No CIF yet. Yes. All right. Well, we will keep trying on that. It looks like Coach Carson is ready to come on the podcast. So let's bring him on right now. Coach Carson, get his thoughts on the brackets here. Got to change my view here. Hang on. Coach Carson, just so you are aware, we are live, my friend. We are live on the YouTube channel. So no intros or anything. Hey, I appreciate you joining me on Selection Sunday here.
Excited. Let's go. Ready to see it.
I know. Can't wait. The brackets will be released online, cifss.org, officially at 10 o'clock, but there is a selection show that started at 9:30. We still are unable to pull it up, but we'll keep working on it. So, Mark, we've talked about projections all season long. Well, it's looking like we are likely to be in Division 7, somewhere in the middle of the road there, somewhere between 12 and 10, a 10 seed. What are your thoughts on that projection before we officially hear about it?
Yeah, all our projections that we've done and the ones that we've seen that we trust have us in about the same spot, about the 10, 11, 9 seed in Division 7. Um, and my first thought is, let's go, bring it on. Um, our goal, one of our goals is to be one of the best teams or the best team in the West, best in the West, best in the West San Gabriel Valley, for short there. And evidently, based on this, we are. Mirror, there might be one or two others out there, but you take, Azusa Avenue West, and you want to play the best football in that part of the valley, then Rio Hondo Prep's the place to go. And so that's super exciting.
Very much, and I hope some of the selections are wrong in the sense that, or projections, I should say, that some of them are in fact we get maybe some more local schools in there because I didn't see too many of those, and I do know, Mark, that wherever we got to go last year, we were victorious, and let's see, we were victorious in Orange County, Riverside County, and ultimately Los Angeles County out there at Santa Monica. So the road trips aren't a burden to us. We're used to traveling, and we'll go anywhere, right?
Yeah, our brand of ball, we feel, travels well, and especially come playoff time, and elements don't affect us, field conditions don't affect us. We'll play anywhere. We know how to travel. We do it right, and so yeah, we'll go wherever we got to go. A local game would be nice for more than for many reasons, but the travel to us isn't a big deal. So whether it's Riverside, Huntington Beach, wherever we got to go, we're looking forward to it.
We have, Mark, about 25 people watching right now live. The Tafflingers, the Har family, Jesus Soto, my son and I are patiently waiting and listening to see who we are playing. So we got a lot of people
Awesome.
up excited to see exactly where we're going. While we got the time, Coach, we got to talk about your program. Top to bottom is a big deal. Junior high, big win yesterday in the playoffs, 44-6 over Chaminade, and they advanced to the championship in their junior high league.
Yeah, just dominant. I was at Care Park, watched that game, and they look great. Coach Tirico and Drain are doing a great job. Since the Hars are on, we might as well mention their son, Matthew, who's a great player on that team, receiver, defensive back, um, and they're doing a great job. Fun to watch, and it's exciting to see the future between them, who are undefeated so far. I guess they got the championship against Oaks next week, which will be exciting. Our JVs are undefeated. It's a great time in Rio Hondo football.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. So we saw a lot of things go on in CIF all throughout the San Gabriel Valley on this last Friday night, Week 10. I will say it was kind of odd, Mark, like seeing everything, seeing all these games go on. Well, we weren't playing in Division
Yeah.
9 or excuse me in Week 10, but I don't know. Did you enjoy your Friday off with the family?
Yeah, we had a get together. Coach Dave celebrated his birthday, and so we were at my house and trying to get on NFHS and watch other games of projected teams we might play. So we were bouncing all over. Had the La Quinta game on. Yeah, so it was fun. It was fun and yeah, relaxing evening. And it's kind of fun to speculate and see who we're gonna play.
Yeah, you're used to the bye week being, in week, somewhere in the middle there, week 6, week 7, and to have that extra one was nice because overall, I mean, as far as the team goes, surprisingly, I will say, I think we're in better shape than we were last season with the playoffs as far as injuries go. The team overall seems healthy and rested and ready to make another run at this thing.
Yeah, we're really only missing one guy, and he should be back hopefully soon. Other than that, we are ready to go and healthy that we've ever been. Our defense in particular is healthy as it's ever been. And so practice this week was great. Only we're in pads one day. But they installed a lot of cool things that hopefully you'll see in the playoffs.
Yes, we know that when you give Coach Johnson, Coach Carson, a couple weeks to prepare and get in the vault, if you will, that we're going to see some big time things here. So I appreciate you coming on right before church here and everything, Mark. We got other fans patiently waiting as they go into church here shortly. Bevan Lee, bring it on! Let's go, Rio. I mean, I got to tell you, Mark, the fan base here on a Sunday morning, they are ready to go for you guys.
I think that time change helped everybody. It just gives us a little time to get up and get going. I try to run every Sunday morning, and I had my personal best this morning too, and my little run through the neighborhood. So we're all feeling good. We're feeling good.
Coach Carson just getting out there and getting the work in. I love it, man. It keeps you so young and vibrant. I'll ask you, man, because exercise is important to all of us, but like, is for you, is it time to just be by yourself alone in your thoughts and pushing your body, or kind of, yeah, on Sunday mornings or whenever you exercise, right? It's a good for the mind, good for the body.
Exactly. Just to get out, particularly on a beautiful morning like this. If you haven't been outside yet, I mean, this is postcard, uh, perfect weather, and how clear the mountains are. I just enjoy getting out. Yeah, running a little bit, get some exercise, get the adrenaline flowing, right? Get the good juices going. That's it. Yeah, but I agree.
Well, yeah, and on Sun, typically on Friday nights you get plenty of exercise there. Screaming at the kids, screaming at the officials there on the sidelines. So you don't need, but on an off week you got to get out there, get your miles in.
Exactly. Off week, you got to make up for it.
Hey, Mark, we talked to one of your captains yesterday. The Shines are ready and waiting. All right, Shine family, good. It's good to hear from the fans here who are chiming in. But I talked to Ivan Tkach yesterday, one of your senior captains, and it was a lot of fun just talking about his development and his excitement for the playoffs. I mean, what do you make of Aquaman, your big man, number 57, one of your captains?
Yeah, phenomenal. His work ethic is amazing. People don't know, but he's a year-round water polo player. Only puts the uh the speedo away during football season, and other than that, he's in the pool all year and practicing at nights. I think he takes four, maybe five AP classes, um, and he's definitely one of our leaders. And a kid who didn't play football his freshman year, and we saw this kid. He was new to our school, and man, he's got good size, dude. Ivan, what do you think? My parents won't let me. And finally, his sophomore year, his parents let him play, and thank goodness, because he's an amazing player, great two-way lineman for us, and even a better guy. So yeah, Ivan
Yeah,
should be a great interview.
yeah, he was fun, and the fans will get to hear that here in a few minutes. Bracket breakdown, CIF Southern section. That says 9 minutes away. I can't find their CIF selection show here. I don't know what's going on, Coach. People
YouTube.
watched it. That was last year. I'm on
Terry
YouTube.
Fitzhall.
Tarek, yeah, I'm trying to. I thought it would just be under his Southern section page. Does anyone out there have any suggestions or how to watch that? Because I've been typing in. I've been at the CIF Southern section page and have yet to see anything as far as them going live, or maybe you can't go live within being live. I don't know. Let's see. Anybody out there got any? Maybe he has his own. Uh, you said Tarek
I think that's his name. Yeah,
Tall Patah. Oh,
tall.
Patal. Fall football. Okay. Well, we'll find it somewhere, guys. I don't know where
I'm
it is.
typing it in too.
I'm typing in CIF Southern Section, which is their YouTube channel. CIF Southern Section, which is what he
Okay.
said, unless it's Southern Section football. Let me try that. Because it's right about the time they should be announcing, the middle divisions there, like Division 6, Division 7 live stream
I'm gonna
bracket
guess it's
breakdown.
somebody else right here.
Are you getting it?
No, I'm not on.
Hmm.
I'm looking.
Bracket breakdown at 10 a.m. Well, we can't keep you at 10 a.m. We got to know beforehand, Coach, or you're gonna be, doing the Apostles' Creed, looking down at your phone there, right?
No, we'll stay here as long as we need to.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, I thought fans that we would be able to go live on. I see that I'm live. I see our fans watching, but we're having some issues here finding the CIF Southern section YouTube going on. It was so cool last year. It was like a real selection show, and it was he ran through the brackets really quick, and there we were, Division 9, Rio Hondo Prep, and going to be Division 7 this year. Mark, we do have this isn't unprecedented. We did play in Division 7 2 years ago, 3 years
yeah,
ago, in that Charter Oak game. We saw what effort that it took for that game, and then the unfortunate loss to St. Pius. So Rio has in fact played at Division 7 before and won a playoff game in Division 7.
yeah, not new territory for us. And to me, it's a sign that hey, CIF thinks we're that good. And so we talked about being recognized this way, and hey, it means one of the best. We're one of the best teams in the San Gabriel Valley, which is cool. But that's to us, that's not the goal. That's not the goal. Just getting recognized like that. For us, the goal is to win games and make a run. So, um, it kind of reminds me of that scene in Gladiator. Hey, whatever's on the other side of that door, we'll be ready. We'll take it on. So that's what we're looking forward to.
Yeah,
It's exciting. Yeah,
man, getting me excited for that sequel to Gladiator. That looks man, I
it's
don't know.
amazing.
Sometimes the trailers sometimes can be misleading in these things, but that one looks pretty good. A pretty good sequel to follow too.
Well, I don't go to the movies a lot, except I have kind of a rule if Denzel's in it, I'm going. And and that and it's Gladiator, so I'll be there. I'll be there whenever that comes out. Yeah,
That is a great rule to
yeah.
have. Indeed. Let me see if anything else from the fans out there. Nothing more. Who else is watching? Fans, just say hello. We're up to 31 now, streaming, I believe. I don't know why we can't find the CIF selection show. This is driving me crazy, Coach. You put all this work in behind the scenes, and then nothing works. Well, no, I should say nothing works, but
It's
we
got to
got to
be out
wait.
there.
I know. Come on, fans, help us out. Everyone, dig deep. Look on YouTube.
Is
Where is the CIF selection show?
is it on X, dude, anywhere?
X. Let's go there. Let's open that up. I didn't see. I posted their little state playoff reaction. Oh, that's other guys are reacting to. Oh, okay. Okay, this came from where Robledo just posted on Twitter. Hey, CIF. Oops, losing my microphone here. He posted, we're waiting. So there must be some issues going on. It's kind of a funny meme he put out too. What are people saying? Hey, CIF. Okay, he's just mentioning them. Yeah, it's weird having to kill time here, Coach, when we're waiting for CIF to get it together. So, hey, the Charge Your Key podcast was able to go live for the first time ever on our in our
You
history.
figured it
I
out.
I don't know why. I didn't know why. What's up, CIF? Or maybe there's some last minute brackets or entries going on. This is starting
I
to
don't know.
this is
It's
getting
hard, it's
suspicious,
hard.
Coach.
What's going on?
What is
Oh
going on
shoot! I'm
here?
look. Yeah, I'm looking on my phone trying to. It's fine. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm following Tarek. You would think he would have it connected to. He likes us too. Let me
Oh
see.
yeah.
Yeah, Tarek. Yeah, just I mean, he did that little story on us last year when we got to the finals and the basketball players and all that. How our guys pushing back our basketball season, and then CIF actually picked up his thing and they did that special when they came out uh,
What is
to our
his
to basketball practice.
what's his Twitter handle? Tarek
At
what?
Tarek underscore Fatal, Fattal, at Tarek Fatal.
Tarek underscore
Fatal,
Fatal.
Fattal.
Let's type that in. No results for Tarek Fatal. Okay, now I'm starting to lose my mind.
Tarek.
Oh, EK. Tarek.
EK underscore FA.
Oh, okay. Hey, he follows us. Let's give him a follow. There he is. Did he put anything out on his Twitter? He said nothing, right?
He put a link out, but there's you click on it, CIF Southern section. There's nothing
Yeah,
there,
that's
man.
that's the one. That's what we did. They must be
Yeah,
having some real issues. So we may be waiting
technical
until
issues.
10 o'clock here when it all goes official for us. I was looking. I got the brackets already ready here
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
man
His link.
alive. All right,
I mean,
let's look this.
I think it's safe to say we're going to be on the road, unless by some miracle five teams jumped in that we didn't think, and we're down to Division 8 and hosting. But it looks like we're the bottom half of seven, so everyone should be planning their Fridays accordingly. Um, I guess Riverside or Orange County, and our goal would be to get there early, eat out there, not worry about any traffic issues, and then kill time if we need to before we get to the stadium. But
Yeah, that's we did it last year a bunch. One home game and then four straight on the road. Let's go to our some more of our fans out there. Mark just saying hello. Monica Diaz says the Diaz family, excuse me, is listening. Alyssa
Right.
Islas, cheer captain Alyssa here, ready to cheer on our team wherever we go.
That's right.
Joel and Paula, the Tkach family is tuned in. They'll be hearing from their son here shortly. And Armando Regosa warming up the tamales. Let's
Let's
go. That's
go.
the best
Let's
comment
go.
of the day.
We'll be there after church for lunch. Yeah. Right.
Warming up the
Regosas. Yeah.
tamales. Oh, what do
Yeah.
they got something going?
No, I'm just joking.
I'll jump in the car right now, coach. I'm
Yeah.
there. If I hear
Yeah.
tamales, hey, I'm a big Christmas guy, so we get that going early here on the podcast or whenever.
Oh, shoot. Come on, CIF.
Okay, we have here is breaking. Let's see. This is tweets from Edwin Ixta, our vice principal.
Edwin's on it, man.
Doesn't make sense. Okay, he's commenting, I think, to some other tweets that are going out. Charter Oak is number 5 in Division 4 versus number 12 Apple Valley. Why is he responding to that? Well, where are we, Edwin? Where are we, coach? CIF playoff selection. Who's in, who's out? I could start listening to this what's it called? Coach Mark the Shark and Maxie, they're doing a selection show thing, I guess, that started 56 minutes ago. Haven't seen any official comments or posts on there.
Nothing.
We're just, man, this is nerve-wracking, coach. This is like a countdown to kickoff where the clock just won't count down fast enough, right?
It reminds me of your Christmas Day and your parents say you can't open the presents till 7 o'clock or whatever, and you're sitting there. Come on.
Yeah, no kidding. What is going on, CIF? Let's go. I can't believe
Robledo
we
just tweeted he thinks they're gonna wait until the show comes on and then release them. He thinks they're gonna wait till after 10 o'clock. So
what? Well, what's
that's
okay?
what Robledo. He's just saying that.
No, okay. Half hour of the pairing some matchups will start leaking in. We'll get you updated. So yeah, I saw that on his tweet as well. You know, guys, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes of the Charge to Keep podcast is quite fun. Hi, Mark. Let's ask about Halloween. Well, for a couple things. First of all, how about that Dodger World Series, man? That was epic.
Yeah, that was amazing. Great for the Dodgers. To me, we were waiting for that one to validate 2020, and I think that validates it. Um, Dave Roberts, the winningest manager in Major League history now, over 1,000 games. So you can put to bed everything about him and all that, and so it was great. And got to say though, Yankees, you didn't mind seeing it. Probably the worst inning in World Series history.
Yeah, I would say so. And if you're a manager
Talk
or head
about
coach,
choking. Yeah.
man, you're a manager or head coach on the other side of that. I mean, that's what keeps coaches, man, whoever up just late at night. I mean, what could have gone wrong went wrong for the Yankees in that 5th inning.
Yeah, just goes to show you, man, at the highest levels, they can melt down too. I think I texted to some friends who were following it after that first error. I'm like, Yankees are gripping, and then sure enough, 2 more errors followed, and it's just like, dude, it's just baseball's nerve-wracking like that. You gotta the fine motor skills you gotta operate on like under so much pressure. That's what's great about baseball, though. It's
Oh,
it's
I
it's
know.
unique that way.
And what's interesting is if the greatest athletes in the world, making 30, 40, 50 million dollars a year can make mistakes like that, then yeah,
Yeah.
when 17-year-old high school young men make a mistake, it's understandable in a sense.
Cut them a little slack. Yeah, cut them a little slack. Yeah. Yeah, and as Vince Scully always used to say, baseball's great because you have to get the other team out. You can't run out the clock. And Yankees had a huge lead, and you can't just sit on it. You have to get the other team out. So it's a cool thing about that sport.
And Mark, if you could, where did you Julie Tafflinger just said SGV is saying that it is posted. So I don't know if that's the brackets, if they released them early,
I can't
or
click on
if
it on the website right now.
all right, the bracket is out. Here we go, guys. Here we go. I'm scrolling down. There is it looks like an 8-team Division 1.
Here we
More
go. They put it
brackets.
out early.
More brackets. All divisions. Give me, man, this is like the worst navigating experience ever with, okay,
Okay.
that's Zoom.
Division 5. What do we?
It is official, guys. Rio Hondo Prep will travel
Ramona,
to
we had it right.
Ramona High School in Division 7. Ramona of the River Valley League, 10-0. Ramona, do you know where that is, Mark? I think
Riverside. Yeah, out there.
Riverside County. Lovely. Um, Okay, I hate looking ahead, but just to do so, we are on the same side of the bracket as the winner, the teams we could potentially face if we advance. Vista Del Lago, they sound familiar. Martin Luther King, they play below us, so the winner of that will take the winner of our game. And then the other four teams in our bracket, the top seed West Torrance, 8-2 plays West Valley. And then Camarillo and Oak Park. Those are the four teams that could potentially get to the finals. So it is official. Rio Hondo Prep will travel to Ramona High School. Coach Carson, instant reaction.
Yeah, we were hoping for. I mean, we were thinking it was either Riverside or Huntington Beach, Marina High School. But is Marina in there? Let's see that
Let's
one.
scroll down here.
Oh, Marina's
Marina,
down. Yeah, yeah. That was those were our two guesses, and yeah, so we were right. Ramona was our first guess. Man, what an opportunity! They were state champs last year. 10-0, great program, obviously, and we'll be up for the challenge. It'll be a great game.
can't wait for it. A team that is 10-0, Mark. I mean, at least we're not playing some team that is 2-8 and got in and had no business getting in, right?
Right, exactly. I agree. There it is right there. And, good football out in the IE. So, they're going to be well coached. Obviously, you win that many games in a row. What are they on a 14, 15 game winning streak, something like that? You're doing something right. So, man, what a challenge. What an opportunity. And, you can't do anything really fun, Matt, unless it's hard. And so that's what lies before us. And we're excited.
I like that. You can't. That's a great quote. Did you hear that somewhere or make that up yourself, Coach?
I don't know. I probably heard it somewhere and just repeating it. Yeah. Anything really, anything um really fun is hard. It's difficult. So,
I have I
going to
have
going to Disneyland is a different kind of fun. That's fun, but it's not really fun, And so this is gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome.
I have been to Ramona High School for a CIF championship game that I watched some colleagues work not many years ago. It was a full house. It was packed. I'm not sure the crowd will get here for this one, but stadium right on the corner of Magnolia and Jefferson. Let's see. Just thought we said Riverside, but it is let's see, off of the 91. Yeah, off the 91 freeway there in Riverside. Just immediately southeast of Harupa Valley, basically. So, man, what time we leaving on Friday, Coach? That's a long trip.
So that'll probably be, man, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to get on Google Maps and make sure we have that all figured out. But I would say, you know, yeah, early. So get out there, beat the
Early.
traffic. I was texting our good friend Joe Wellman last night and said we think it's going to be Ramona, and he goes, "Hey, I'm there if it is. If we're playing at Ramona, he'll be there." So DBU basketball will be represented at our game.
Got to get out the Inland Empire fans. We're bringing
Yes.
Rio football to you. So, just looking at the rest of the bracket below us, the bottom half, if you will, Warren High School and Palm Desert, Golden Valley and El Toro, Marina and Yucaipa, and then finally Citrus Valley and Peninsula. We couldn't play any of those teams unless it were to be in the finals. A potential rematch of last year's semifinal in the second round with Vista Del Lago sounds enticing, but first things first, and that is the Ramona High School football team.
Yeah, you look at, all 16 teams and you're like, wow, man, some great teams. But we remind our guys, you're not playing all of them. All you got to do is play one a week. And so, yeah, you see a Warren High School, I think, were they Division 3 finalists last year? I think
Yeah,
that's right.
that's a big time school.
Big time program, I think 3,500, 3,600 to 4,000 kids in that school. Um, and so I don't even know what Ramona's enrollment is, but who cares? It is what it is. And yeah, you can't look at all those schools and go, oh man, it looks because it could look daunting. It's just who's in
Hmm.
front of us this week, and that's what you focus on. And yeah, we're only gonna play at the maximum 4 of them, and our goal is to focus on the team right in front of us, and so that's what we're going to do.
And that's what we did last year. I mean, if you look at the bracket overall, it's like, wow, but we had no idea we'd play Orange and Santa Monica and Vista del Lago and all those teams. And so yeah. Hey, this is just painful for me to say because you know me and my LA Rams. It is the Ramona Rams. So all week the battle cry will be beat the Rams. And I'm okay
Yep.
with it. I'm okay with it for a week. But yeah, they've had I'm looking at their schedule right now, coach. Um, some big wins. A lot of their scores, excuse me, not necessarily blowouts really until league play. Looks like a team that is usually in the 30s, maybe the high 20s even. So I don't know. I don't know what we can make from the scores and things, but all I know is out there in Riverside, they play pretty good football, all in all.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game. And yeah, obviously state champs last year. If you look at yeah, I'm trying to look for any common opponents there. Shoot, nope, nothing there. No one that we've so no way to know anything there. But yeah, last year what did they end on? Let's see. They ended on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 game winning streak. So they've won 16 games in a row. That might be one of the top uh winning streaks in all of California. So
That
wow,
yeah,
what an
that's
opportunity, Neil. It's awesome.
what an opportunity indeed. Let's get some reactions from our fans. Julie said the post is up. Cherish Pollock. The Pollocks are locked and loaded. Let's go. Tafflingers, let's go, Rio. Monica Diaz, the Diaz family will be there. I have no doubt in the Rio Hondo faithful, Mark. We will be out in full force out in Riverside on Friday night.
Yes, let's get a great crowd out there. We'll have the Go Fan link up as soon as it's available. Yeah, we're counting on a huge crowd. Let's match their crowd as best we can.
Man, it's exciting stuff. Rio Hondo as the Cares go in to defend their Division 9 title. Coach, what did you see? Happen to see what division Ramona was in last season?
They were Division 10, I believe. They're right behind us.
Okay, so they were in the Torrance bracket. The Torrance
Yeah,
bracket.
yeah.
So okay, well, we will know more about Ramona on our pregame show this week. Still putting
Actually,
that
They might have been Division 11. Because Torrance was 10. And
Torrance
then
was 10,
they
and
played Torrance in the state playoff thing.
oh, they did. So
Yeah, yeah,
so they went. They were state champs.
yeah. They were state champs.
Oh, I missed that somehow. Okay, I
Yeah,
heard you say
yeah,
that. So yeah, no big deal. Playing a defending state champion to start the playoffs.
yeah. Thanks. Hey man, let's go. It's awesome.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
It is what
Hey,
it is.
get
Yeah.
those slingshots ready, man. It's the first of
Right.
hopefully many Giants to go. So, Coach Carson, I'll let you go. I know you got to run to church, and everything. Thanks for all you do. And hey, the party start not the party. The preparation starts now, and we'll
Yep.
see you in Riverside, man. Let's get this thing going, and hopefully a home game
Riverside,
after that.
yeah, get out
One
there
thing at a
early.
time.
Get out there early, folks. Yeah.
Get there early.
Plan
Let's
your
go,
Friday
Rio.
accordingly. Dinner in
Uh,
Riverside. I'm sure we'll give you some good spots.
Dinner Riverside. I know a few places. Yeah, get there
Yeah.
early. I already. Oh, see, I'm losing lights already here, Coach. I know that I will likely be under the weather Friday because fighting the traffic after work is probably a no go for me. So, hey, just all in all, being honest here on the podcast. So,
Yeah.
Coach
Yeah.
Carson, thanks. We'll see you, man.
See ya.
Coach Carson bringing it to us on a Sunday morning. Well, there it is. Rio Hondo Prep is in fact in Division 7, taking on the Ramona Rams out in Riverside. Let me just send this Division 7 at Ramona High School. Sending this to some of my sources out there. So this should be fun. He'll like that, of course, because well, different Riverside connections here on the podcast. Anyway, I will likely be a little ill on Friday with my employer. Just got to throw it out there. I am under the weather right now, and I think I'll be able to work Monday through Thursday. But there's something about Friday that I don't know. It may relapse or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, that's just me. You guys do what you got to do. I do know that traffic out to Riverside is rather rough, and so the 91, the 60, all that stuff. You cannot leave early enough, guys. You just can't. We fought out to Vista del Lago last year, and that was a lot of fun. Well, not fun, but you know what I mean. A tough trip there. And make no mistake about it, this is a very tough first round opponent. I would say tougher than last year's. St. Margaret. I was wanted to say Maranatha. St. Margaret's last year, which you know how tough that game was. a 10-0 team, a defending state champion team who's won 16 games in a row. What an opportunity. They got to play us too. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. I will know more about them, and we'll do their scores and things on the pregame show that will air this Wednesday night. Still working on a guest for that and everything, but exciting times, man. If you thought it was going to be easy, you're with the wrong show. You're with the wrong crowd here. This is Rio Hondo Prep Football, and nothing comes easy here on the Charge to Keep podcast and Rio Hondo Prep Football. So it's going to be. I hope it's not a one-game second season for us. I think I have all confidence in the boys that are up for the challenge. I doubt, as we saw that in last year's playoffs, you don't see blowouts with this new competitive equity thing. You don't see blowouts out there. So I hope the guys are ready to do the little things and do the things that have made them successful all season long. Running the ball, tackling well, good special teams. It's gonna come down to one or two plays that really make a difference, especially when you're playing a defending state champion, a 10-0 team. You need everything to kind of go your way, and so you got to play loose and free, but make less mistakes and get some breaks. I mean, that's just part of the game. So we'll see what happens as Rio Hondo will travel out to Riverside to start the 2024 playoffs. The 8-1 division. Gold Coast League champion Rio Hondo Prep Cares taking on the Ramona Rams at Ramona High School in Riverside. A nice venue, one that is rather large, and I hope we fill those stands. That is the challenge to everyone out there. And I've said it all year about getting people out to games. Hey man, well, it's a little far for me. I'm in Riverside. I'm in Elsinore. I'm in the San Diego. I'm in South Orange County. Well, it's not going to get easier now, the road trips and everything. So I hope to see everybody out there. Rio Hondo Prep Football comes to you, and the playoffs are here. There is no tomorrow. Come on. If you were inspired by those guys last year, every time you came and seen them in person, I implore everyone out there to do so again. And as we remember from the Santa Monica championship game, where some people were turned away at the gate, they sold too many tickets, whatever it was. As soon as those tickets are available, as far as the GoFan, whatever the link is, and again, we will put all that out as best we can, as soon as we can. I implore everyone, man, get your tickets early. Get them early. Don't wait. Because some of these schools, they have to match tickets and this and that. The playoffs are really weird. So get your tickets early on the app, or, whenever, however it goes down. But I would not wait. That's just me. Generally, I'm fortunate enough to be working the game, working the sideline and things. So, but let's make sure we get there early. And by early, I mean early. Like, get out there at 5:00 and have dinner at a few local establishments, 4:00, whatever. I don't know how many of you guys have many sick days or whatever, but there comes a time when we got to throw all that out the window. Monica Diaz, tailgate, yes, bring the rally towels, says Bevan Lee. Jesus Sotos are going to be there to support the varsity. Let's go Rio. I love the energy, guys. It's exciting, and I hope you guys are ready to bring it on Friday. Get there, tailgate, let's go, let's do it right. Rio Hondo against Ramona. I love all the alliteration, the rolling, the R's there and everything, so let's get it going. What division did Ramona win last year? I can look that up for you, Mr. Soto. But they were, let's see, we can probably figure that out. Let's just Google Ramona High School. I think they were Division 11. I think they were Division, as Coach Carson said, they weren't Division 9 because that was us. They weren't Division 10 because Torrance beat Torrance beat West Covina in the Division 10 championship. So I'm pretty sure they were in Division 11 as far as football. Ramona football 2023 CIF football. Let's just look that up and see. So yeah, I think it was. I can't confirm nor deny, but in the state playoffs, they were in 5AA. And I think we were in either 4A or 4AA. So, and then they routed Pleasant Valley to win the state championship last season. And yeah, I'm not certain on the southern section aspect of it, the division, but I'm pretty sure it was Division 11. If I have to throw a guess out there, because it wasn't. It wasn't Division 9. That was us, and it wouldn't have been Division 8 because then they would have been higher in the state games and everything. So, an exciting challenge. They move up 4 divisions. We move up 2. And big high school, one of those big public schools that we are used to facing. So a great opportunity, a great challenge. I can't say it enough. Let's get everyone out there. There'll be a pregame show on Wednesday. I'll talk more about the Ramona Rams. But right now, I want to step aside and let you guys hear from one of our team captains, an interview I did yesterday. We'll keep the YouTube live going here, but this for the next 20 minutes, it will be a pre-recorded segment of the podcast, and I just want to make sure that I can still do all that. So I will step aside briefly here and let you guys hear my conversation I had with Captain Ivan Tkach, number 57 on our ball club, and a guy that is definitely someone who contributes in many different ways, whether it's physically or, on the practice field and just behind the scenes. A great guy, great man of character there, and someone that, again, I'm glad is on our side. So let me step aside briefly here and let you guys hear the conversation I had with Ivan Tkach yesterday on the Charge to Keep podcast. I won't be able to respond to comments for the next 20 minutes or so, but when I get back, if you guys have some more comments or thoughts or anything, then be sure to still send them my way, and I'll try to respond to them after my conversation with Ivan. So let me bring it up here on the show. We can hide myself, and I'll let you guys enjoy. Hide self view. All right, guys, enjoy this conversation I had with Ivan Tkach yesterday afternoon. Okay, now joining us is a senior captain, number 57 on the field, Ivan Tkach, who has really stepped up in a big way as the team leader for Rio Hondo Prep, especially when it comes to the offensive and defensive line. He is one of the first guys you see coming out of the locker room as the Cares take the field, and for good reason. The big man up front, Ivan Tkach. What's going on, man? How you doing this Saturday evening?
Nothing much, Matt. Just resting up, getting ready for the week to come.
As I talked to you last Friday night after the big Brentwood win, I mentioned to you that you have this very friendly personality. You're smiling all the time, but man, you put that football helmet on, those pads, you turn into a different kind of guy out there. Do you kind of feel that switch, that transformation on Friday nights?
Matt, I do. It's kind of like, obviously I play other sports too, but football is really the only sport where you can really take it out on someone. So I kind of try to use as much of that as I can.
Well, you've done a fantastic job of that. We mentioned a lot of the Rio running game is the offensive line does such a great job, bunched really tight together, whether it's toss plays or power blast plays. You guys are always looking for not just to block your guy or the right guy, but then it seems like you and Burl and even Elijah, you guys are looking to get another guy even downfield. Is that kind of like, I don't know, talk to me about the O-line, and you guys just constantly looking to get that next defender wherever he's at on the field.
Yeah. Mr. Johnson always tells us something that first is you can't block all the guys. You just got to block the right guys. And the way we see it is we think our running backs are pretty fast. So if we can get around the D lineman quickly and move the play, obviously there's a toss to the outside. We're really trying to get the next level because we know that the running back's coming through, and if we can block someone down in the secondary, that he's going to get away. So yeah, that's what we're going for.
Man, you guys, the athleticism really with our line is incredible. You guys are big dudes as well, but yeah, just the hustle plays. I mean, those do not go unnoticed by all of us watching. And I got to ask you, man, you have some incredible running backs. Noah Pennaneri leads the way. Caden Holcomb, the senior. Nate Curtis is the slasher, and then you throw Nathaniel Shine in there as well. Elias Har steps in here and there. I mean, what is it like blocking for those guys? Hopefully seeing the back of their jerseys at some point as they run past you and into the end zone. What's it like? Is there just this added energy every time these guys touch the ball for you guys?
Yeah, it's for us. It's really like I know that all those guys are going to put their best effort forward, and they're going to run as hard as they can. So I'm really just trying to do my best for them, blocking and on whatever it be, hitting the guy as hard as I can or making an airplane block. I'm just trying to do my best for them.
Yeah, it doesn't go unnoticed, man. We see that all the time. And I want to talk briefly about last year, Ivan. You guys had that great championship run as we're about to start the playoffs again this year. Whether it was St. Margaret's, running the same play over and over again, and Orange, that intense game, Vista del Lago, and then of course Santa Monica. These were teams that knew you guys were going to run the ball. They loaded the box. It felt like they put all 11 guys not just in the box, but into a small area. Yet you guys still were able to create crevices for your running backs. How are you guys able to do that when the other team knows what you guys are going to do and you out execute them?
I think it's a lot of stamina and toughness. Mr. Carson always tells us that we're not going to be the biggest team on the field for sure, and they might have more athletes than us, but we have to bring the toughness. And I think that Rio, we do that, and we do that really well. And obviously, all the conditioning that we do, we're able to do it consistently and for the whole game. So it's got to be the toughness, Matt.
Well, there's no doubt. There's no doubt about it. And guys like you, leading the way with that. I remember specifically in August, many months ago now. It was after a practice, and you guys did your team huddle and everything, and it was you as the pads came off, and or maybe they were still on. You said, "Lyman, don't take your pads off yet. We're hitting the sled for 15 minutes or whatever it was." And I just remember. That stood out to me. Colby Johnson had graduated. He was kind of the O-line captain, and you immediately filled in that role and have taken over. It seems like as a senior, as a captain. There's other great linemen on there as well. But did you feel a sense of pride in that? Hey, I need to take charge of this group this year, going into my senior year.
Absolutely. Colby is a great leader, and I think he did a really good job leading us last year. And I felt I needed to step up into that role. And we were good last year, but I think we could be great this year, and that can't happen unless we put in the effort to do so. So, like hitting the sled, like we just got to take advantage of every moment that we have.
Yeah, for sure. And Ivan, you're a guy you're a very good athlete. Sometimes Coach Carson always says the glamour position at Rio is the O-line, but I don't know. Our linemen are pretty good athletes. The past few weeks, I've seen Zach Burrell catching a hook and ladder, trying to get him in open space. Last week, Elijah Gavia throwing a pass, for goodness sakes. I mean, Coach Johnson, he's utilizing the big guys up front to showcase some of the athletic talents of those guys.
For sure, yeah. I mean, we're not the typical lineman you see at other schools. So, yeah, I think Mr. Johnson is trying to take advantage of what he has here. So, definitely not the normal lineman, but we get it done.
And keeps you guys hungry. Hey, maybe he'll drop a play for me, right? Maybe I'll get the ball in my hand. So, I better go lay down those blocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned your athleticism, Ivan. Everyone knows that you are a very good water polo player. You play for a club team. And if you could, man, you've played water polo a long time. What exactly? We talked about this last year, but let's refresh everyone. As far as a club team goes, is it all local kids, kind of in the Pasadena, Arcadia, Monrovia area, or tell us a little bit about the water polo team that you played on?
Yeah, so I play with the Rose Bowl Water Polo Club, and they have a big aquatics facility down by the Rose Bowl, and they pull from kids kind of all over the San Gabriel Valley here. A lot of different schools in the Pasadena. Arcadia, Temple City. We have like San Marino, South Pass, Muir High School, Loyola. There's a bunch of schools that we pull from. So,
and you guys, I believe it was the summer, maybe before football, whenever it was, maybe the spring. But you guys participated in what was called the Junior Olympics. We posted some footage of you out there, whether it was scoring a goal or holding some poor guy down under the water, whatever you were doing there, man. Looked like fun. Talk to me about the Junior Olympics.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun this year. So Junior Olympics is at the end of the summer. Kind of the whole club season year culminates to Junior Olympics. It's the last big event, and it's 100 teams for our division. So there's 118 U teams, and they all get divided into brackets. We were in the Classic division this year, so we were competing against 50 other teams. We ended up in fifth place. But the craziest part, Matt, was that we played 9 games in 3 days. I think that was the craziest part of it. So It was a lot of fun. But
that's a gauntlet, man. How long? Educate us here. How long is a water polo game? Either the quarters and the time there, and then how long does actual time last? Like a football game is about 2.5 hours.
Yeah, so there's 7-minute quarters, so it's a lot shorter than football. Usually games will go about an hour, maybe a little bit over. And there's obviously like halftime. You have timeouts. But yeah, it's definitely a little shorter, but definitely not less exhausting.
Yeah, it's a physical game for sure. I mean, I've seen what you do on land. I can't imagine what you do in the water there. If you could take the two sports, man, football and water polo, and kind of maybe the crossover and how maybe one sport helps you with the other, or vice versa, or is it just completely different and they have nothing in common?
They definitely have contact in common, not the same type of contact because football, obviously, you're hitting people as hard as you can. Foot or water polo, it's more just like grabbing people, but definitely still very, very close to each other, contact, holding each other. Stamina definitely crosses over. I feel like I'm one of the better guys in shape when football season starts, just because like this summer I was doing 3 practices a day, 2 water polo, 1 football, so the stamina, really conditioning, really crosses over and helps me there. When I go back to water polo after football, it doesn't help me as much because I haven't been swimming as much, so that doesn't help as much. But definitely going into football, I felt in really good shape.
Yeah. The in shape aspect of, I mean, I saw you in the summer and you looked bigger, but also leaner. If you know what I mean, like you were just you could tell you were in the water or doing something athletic. So is that kind of, I don't know, as far as keeping your body ready for the pool versus the football, where maybe you want a little bit more weight on you? Is there any kind, like Noah Peninari's got to cut weight for his fights and things? Is there anything similar like that with balancing the two sports?
Um, Not as much in the pool. There's obviously different kinds of guys. Like you'll have the bigger guys in different positions. There's obviously faster guys and slightly slower guys in water polo. But like most of the guys in water polo, you look at like in the Olympic level, they're not the biggest guys. So you don't want to be huge, but you definitely want to be big enough to handle yourself in the pool. So.
Yeah, for sure. And I know the new weight room at Rio, past few years, you, Nate Curtis, a lot of you guys have benefited big time from really living in there. And man, it makes a difference, man, because some of these teams that you guys face or will face in the playoffs coming up, I mean, bigger dudes, much bigger dudes for sure, but there does seem to be that toughness and physicality that you talked about, and a lot of that started, I should say, in the weight room, right, in the summer and even earlier than that.
Yeah, for sure. AJ gets us, or all the coaches gets us on a workout program, and he does his best to keep us all on it, disciplined. All doing our right workouts, finishing them, doing all the reps. Yeah, it does start in the weight room.
Yes, indeed, and it's nice that we have that for the guys. Again, keep some because everything matters, man. You can have all these nice plays drawn up, but if you're not physically ready to go, then what does it matter? So, no,
Yeah,
you guys look great out there. You haven't played too many 4-quarter games. The Torrance game comes to mind. Brentwood maybe a little bit, but yeah. Do you guys feel fresh going into the playoffs so far? Even though I don't, is it concern also maybe that you haven't had to play 4-quarter games, or do you look at it as kind of like, no, we're ready to go now, and hopefully not too banged up?
yeah. I feel like we're ready. I definitely think, yeah, we haven't played as many 4 quarter games, but I think we're ready. I think we can take it. Um, I'm excited for it. I believe we're all excited for it. But yeah, I think we're ready.
You started playing football for Rio as a sophomore. You did not play your freshman year, and if you could take us back to that, you've been playing water polo, I believe, for a long time. But when you came to Rio, was there a hesitancy to play football just because you never done it before? And then what ultimately made you make that decision to strap it up there in your sophomore season?
Yeah. So not only did I not play freshman year, Matt, I'd never played ever before. So I wasn't part of care. I was very new to the whole Rio care thing. Um, so freshman year I joined, and it was kind of like already set in my head that I wasn't going to play football because I mean I'd never played before, and this was something new to me, so I wasn't really going for it. Um, and my dad also didn't really want me to play. He didn't want me to get injured for water polo later on. So we were kind of agreed that I wasn't going to play. But after that first season, being a manager and going to all the practices and seeing all the guys there, um, after that first season, I really wanted to play. And I told my parents, and the coaches were like, they always said they were praying for me that my parents would let me play. So yeah, I can finally convince them, and they let me play. And man, I've been changed by it.
Oh, man, I got to tell you, football is just something different. Whether you haven't played ever or you've been playing forever, especially the high school level of it. And that first year, your sophomore season, you were kind of thrown into the fire as like, all right, you're a sophomore. Not only are you playing, you're playing varsity, and we got all these freshman guys that are going to play varsity as well. And then this all everything guy, a Division I player, Ryan McCullough. When you mix that together, that was quite a fun season for your first year of high school football.
Yeah, it was definitely a unique opportunity that I got playing varsity. I definitely was very nervous the first couple of games getting thrown in. I mean, I remember my first play in JV. I was playing, I think, right guard as well, and it was some run play, and I ended up trapping into the other guard because I wasn't supposed to trap, but the other guard was trapping, so we both trapped into each other, and so that was the first play I remember. But obviously, going to the varsity games on Friday nights, I was really nervous the first couple of weeks, but they threw me in, and I got used to it. So
I
now I'm here
remember.
today.
I remember McCullough was so, again, Ryan probably could have gone anywhere that year, especially playing with a bunch of younger guys, but he stayed and he got, his boy Cody Nelson, who had never played football. He got him out there, him and Zane, who hadn't played. Anthony had been injured, a bunch of those seniors. And it was just a good time, man. You guys made a great run, lost that very close game to Norwalk. I'm like, how are we doing this with all these little guys and King Ryan out there? But now a few weeks ago we got to see Ryan. Was that cool? How was that? How was that seeing Ryan McCullough on a Division I field? Your former teammate, you see him on TV and stuff. He came and speak to you guys as well. What was that like after seeing him after playing with him a couple years prior?
I mean, he was big when we played with him back, but he looked even bigger. It was really awesome to see. Obviously, we watch on TV college football, but being at the game was just really cool. The whole stadium was packed, but then like seeing him walk out to the field, he just looks like a monster out there, and it was really awesome to see like one of our guys out there on the stage like that.
That was your sophomore year. Yeah, what a great player he was. And he's so gracious to Rio and all that. We're rooting for him for sure. Your sophomore year ended with a 1-point loss in the playoffs. Your junior year, you come in maybe with the year under your belt. You look very comfortable out there. You were on that great offensive and defensive line. You win a championship, man, at Santa Monica. Having never played football before to winning a championship in your second season, what was that like, just going through the emotions of all that and being like, man, were you kind of like, man, I wish I had done this sooner, or did it make it more special because you waited so long?
I think it definitely made it more special. And I think just being brand new to football, I might not have maybe appreciated it as much as like people like Nate and Josh Curtis, who've been in care for a while, grown up watching Rio Hondo football. But it was definitely very special for me. And there's nothing I trade it for. I remember being at Santa Monica, they scored the touchdown and they're going for the 2-point conversion. I'm standing next to Coach Dave on the sideline, and he turns to me and says, I don't remember who he turned to, but he says, if they block this, I'm going to go give a hug to Coach Johnson first. And I was thinking, man, are they really going to block this? Like, I was kind of skeptical, but man, and then Shine blocks it. And then I just remember running on the field, and it was awesome.
Man, yeah, we will never forget that moment for sure. One of the biggest wins in school history, and definitely the biggest championship. Now, having won that your junior season, and now you're a senior, you're going in. We've talked about all your experiences. How do you stay hungry? I guess for the goal is to win another championship. Make no mistake about it. But was it more motivating? Take the 2 losses, if you will. You lose your sophomore season in the playoffs. You win a championship your junior year. Is it a similar mindset going into a new season of like, no, we want to win a championship, or are they both kind of the same? You know what I'm trying to say? Motivation with a loss, but you win a championship, and it's kind of like, well, if we win, that'd be cool, but we already did it. What was the mindset going into the season, and how has this season been?
Yeah, I think obviously I remember winning last year at the end, but I also the loss against Mission Oak is very prevalent in my mind as well. And going into the season, I didn't want that feeling again of losing to a team. Obviously, the season is going to end at some point, which obviously we don't want it to, but it's going to end with a win or a loss, and I really don't want to end on a loss this year. So I think all the guys are motivated, they're hungry for it, and we're not laid back just because we won last year. So I think
No,
that's a good
yeah, and I don't think by any means you are. I'm just asking the question for
yeah,
sure. But
yeah.
You guys have been seen motivated and hungry all year. I'll ask the direct question just because we've kind of danced around it all season. You mentioned the Mission Oak game in the regional. So much went into a CIF championship that it was kind of like, okay, anything after this is great. Is this team? I mean, is there no mistake about it that the goal is not to win just 4 more games, but potentially 6 more games?
Man, I think that's always the goal. We want to um, hold ourselves to a high standard, right? Set high goals and do our best to accomplish them. So for sure.
Well, you guys have a huge opportunity in front of you. You guys won the Division 9 finals, Southern Section bracket last year. We are recording this Saturday evening. The brackets will be out on Sunday morning. Ivan, it's looking like you guys are likely to be in Division 7 as a low seed. You could be in Division 8 as a high seed. We'll see how it plays out tomorrow morning. But either way, it's looking like you guys have a new challenge in front of you. All that great stuff you did last year, it's behind us, and it's time to kind of make some new memories and slay some more new giants, if you will, at a new higher level.
For sure. Yeah. We just got to look at it one game at a time. And that's what will take us to the top. So one game at a time.
No doubt about it. Yes, don't look too far ahead. So I have faith in you guys. I know so many other people do. And Ivan, I think you guys probably saw that and felt that in last year's playoff run. But do you guys, especially someone like yourself who didn't grow up with Rio Hondo football, do you get a sense now that you're a senior? Can you feel it that there is something a little bit bigger than just this small high school down at the end of Farna Avenue? That Rio Hondo football, it means something. It represents so much to so many different people.
For sure. Definitely. I mean, you see like the Friday nights, all the alum that come back, all the people who played with all their Letterman's jackets. You realize that it's not just you that are having a great experience, an awesome time attending Rio, but there's so many more people that went through this and creates such an awesome community with that brotherhood, toughness, and discipline.
Yeah, man, you're one of us. We're one of you. It's a beautiful thing, and we're ready, man. I know the alumni. Everyone's chomping at the bit, ready for the brackets to be released Sunday morning. And doesn't matter where it is, who we're playing. I know the alumni will be there in full force supporting you guys, and hopefully you guys feed off of that. If you could, Ivan, kind of wrapping it up, if you would, man, talk to me about your Real Hondo experience. I like kind of focusing on the Rio Hondo football experience, but you can go any direction of it, what it's been like for you. You're a senior. There's no more guarantees. You're guaranteed 1 more game at least next week. But man, Rio Hondo football and Rio Hondo prep in general, what has it been like for you these past few years?
I mean, I want to say it's probably been said a lot, Matt, but the brotherhood that Rio Hondo Prep creates, obviously on the football team, that's a big aspect of it. But just being with, I don't know, there's 60 guys in our high school all year long with all the sports. It just creates a family, really, that maybe a lot of other schools try to create, but it's genuine at Rio. And I really like that. I would not trade my high school experience at Rio for anything. And it's something that I'm going to look back on and enjoy and smile at later in life.
Very well said, Mr. Ivan Tkach. Well, I appreciate you coming on the program. I appreciate your hard work representing the Cares well. That's not just there's a right way to do things, and you and a lot of guys on this team, we recognize that you're all about it. So keep up the good work, man. Here we go. You ready? Playoff time. Let's do this, Ivan.
I'm so ready. One game at a time, Matt. Here we come.
Let's go. All right, we'll hit it hard on Monday, and we will see you wherever the first round of the playoffs is. Friday night, we're pulling for you. And, man, let's go. Number 16, let's chase it.
Yep, here we come.
See you soon. See you soon, Ivan. Thanks again.
See you, Matt.
Thank you, Ivan Tkach, for coming on the podcast. Always fun talking with the players on this team, especially the seniors, the captains, the key contributors, really. And Ivan Tkach, again, as you heard there, just a guy that does everything right. It leads by example, we'll say. Comes from a great, fantastic family, and I think we are all grateful that he eventually put the pads on for Rio Hondo Prep. His many contributions, and as you've heard there, just an incredible amount of great experiences and things like that. So huge opportunity for Rio Hondo here as we go forward, to chase another championship and to pursue one in Division 7. Let me see here. Sorry, off the bat here. Just looking at some more of the chat. Looking at you guys. Some fans were asking about not Torrance, excuse me, Ramona last season. I did look it up while the conversation with Ivan was going there. It was in fact Division 11 that Ramona kind of ran through the playoffs last year. As I look at their scores again, this is in the playoffs last season of Division 11, and Ramona from Riverside, they did go. Oops, sorry here. There we go. Division 11 from 2023. Ramona beat San Gorgonio 70-13. Palmdale 52-7. Quartz Hill 35-0. And in the championship game against Riverside Poly, they were victorious 38-17. So this team did not have to travel much in the postseason last year. Quartz Hill, of course, an away game, but Riverside Poly kind of in their backyard as well. And the Rio Hondo Rams, the Ramona Rams, kind of ran through the playoffs there last season, and then on to a state championship in Division 5, AA. So this is a team that has been successful in recent years. It was Division 11 last year, Division 7 this season. So the Cares, make no mistake about it, a tall task ahead, and we mentioned that already, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be a challenge. Chappie 24-17 in the chat here said, tough draw, Ramona 10-0, plus we're on the road. Just the way we like it. I agree. I think that is fantastic, a great attitude to have. We can't do this, oh man, poor us, we're on the road, we're in Division 7. No, man, it's time to get excited about the opportunity. It's going to be challenging, but hey, like Coach Carson said, nothing fun. What did he say? It was nothing fun has ever been achieved without challenges, or something like that. I'll get the exact quote when I go back here. So hopefully, for those that tuned into the YouTube live today, you guys enjoyed this this episode. As I'm losing lighting here, see the lights they're closing the lights, turning the keys on me, and shutting the doors here on the podcast. But the YouTube live, I think it's gone pretty well. We'll try to do this again next year, or maybe when we have some other type of selection shows, but good to know what we can do, can't do. And yes, it's been a pleasure chatting with you guys this fine Sunday morning. We will see all of you Friday night in Riverside, nice and early. Can't stress that enough. 7 o'clock kickoff. Be sure to get your tickets early, get to the game early. Let's show these boys how Rio Hondo prep travels, much like we did last year. Let's get things going right away. Hopefully there's a home game or two in there along the way, but first things first, got to go out to Riverside and take on a very, very strong opponent in the Ramona Rams. Make no mistake about it. The Cares are the underdog, and you know what? We wouldn't have it any other way. It's been a fun regular season, 8-1. It flew by, as I said in August it would, and here we are. It's time for the second season, the Southern Section playoffs. I'm ready. It looks like the fans in the chat are ready, and I forgot to record this on Zoom officially, as far as recording the video for my record keeping. So hopefully this is able to get out to the masses still on YouTube. I'm new to this stuff, so bear with me, and I appreciate everyone tuning in. There will be a pregame show on Wednesday night that will air. Just got to put that together here in the next couple of days. I'm ready to do it, man. Ready to keep working hard and keep things going here on the podcast. One more thing, just want to double check and get my everything ready here in closing, because I want to do things correctly here on the show after the hiccups that came along the way with some of the other guys and things. So 1 second, guys, let me check something real quick as I want to finish up here strong. 1 second.
Charge to keep.
Unmute. You guys probably heard that as I was preparing the exit outro here. But hey, it's been an interesting morning. One I don't think we will forget, at least on my end. I'll try to get better at this YouTube live thing and connecting all the dots and making sure, oh yeah, you can't pause here, you can't do that. So it's all good. We're ready for the playoffs. We'll have more great shows moving forward, starting with the pregame show on Wednesday. Thank you, Coach Carson, for coming on the show with me today, and to Ivan Tkach, the senior leader, a team captain, a guy that really does it all. And again, a guy that just his character and the way he carries himself is someone that really, if you want to look at a Rio Hondo prep care, much like many of these young men, I mean, that's one right there. That explains it. Let's go, guys. Playoff time. Rio Hondo at Ramona in Riverside on Friday night. Get there early. Get there and be loud. It's time for the Cares to defend their CIF Southern Section title. Division 9 last year, Division 7 this year. It is what it is. New opportunities, new challenges, and hopefully some new memories. We'll see you Friday, guys. And in closing, as always, your friendly reminder, humble in victory and gracious in defeat, because we always have a charge to keep.
A charge to keep I have, a God to glorify, a never dying soul to save, and fit it for the sky. Arm me with jealous care, as in thy sight to live. And, O thy servant, Lord, prepare a strict account to